Hi everyone, Mary here again today. Okay, friends, today I am going to talk to you about how to raise a hyperactive child because we all know that children with hyperactive disability or hyperactive behavior can be a little difficult sometimes because of their inability to pay attention and to sit still, something that can keep them at one place for a long time. Sometimes it can be a problem or a challenge to them, and sometimes they may not even listen to you when you are talking to them because they cannot really focus. So, but today I am going to talk to you based on my own experience with my son when he was growing up. I know this kind of behavior can be difficult for parents or for a woman because sometimes you will be asking yourself, where did this behavior come from? And sometimes it can be maybe the kind of chemical in the brain or something like that. So, but I am going to give you just a little advice or just to tell you the things that I did with my own son that really helped to calm him down and make him to be a focused somebody. And yeah, that's what I'm going to talk about today. So, if you have that kind of child, please, I urge you to pay attention, listen to what I'm going to say, because I'm thinking it's going to help you just like it really helped me in my family and also help my son to be a different and a better child today. Before you go to that pill, because I know a lot of people might be telling you, oh, why don't you use medication? Why don't you go for pills to help the child? You really need to think about it because giving your child the pill or the medication, for how long will your child take it? Let's say, for example, your child is 5 years or 6 years or 7 years. Will your child take that kind of medication for the rest of his or her life? So those are the kind of things you should ask yourself before you go to that route. And you have to also remember that some of these pills, it's not like they are 100% accurate to cure whatever it is meant to cure. No, it's not 100% going to cure your child. So you really need to look into that too. Put yourself into your child's shoe. If it's you, will you be taking pills for the rest of your day or for the rest of your life? I don't think so. So please, let's help these children because it really hurt my feelings seeing some of the children, the age of 5, 6, 7 years, and they will keep telling you, oh, I need to take my pill to calm down. No, inside my mind, I said, no, you don't need to take your pill to calm down. So I don't think children should be thinking that way. Maybe they have to take something that will help them to calm down. Because any pill that will help you to really calm down, that will, in other words, alter the chemical in your brain, it can really be addictive. And that kind of chemical can also have side effects over the years. So that's why even the side effect can be so overwhelming. So why go in that route? Anyway, this is my own opinion and my own suggestion. Like I said, I am bringing this video to you based on what I did to help my son and bring my home to a peaceful, calm place. So this is when my son was about 3 years or 4 years, and he will always cry. And even when you try to console him, he will never, yield to that, and he will hit his head on the floor and cry. And sometimes he will not sit still to pay attention to what you're going to say. Even though I'm telling you at that age, he can read his ABCs, alphabet, and even some books, some children's book. He will just take it and read it, and you will be amazed, like, oh my goodness, he's so intelligent. But that focusing is his problem. So, and over the years, for me, I have been someone that loved to meditate. And I've been meditating even before I got married, even before I have my children. I've been meditating. But it has never occurred to me at that point to engage my children in meditation because I think, well, they are children, they don't need it, because I know what meditation can do. Meditation can give you the inner peace and it can calm you down and it can give you sense of well-being. It does a whole lot of things to our brain and to our physical health. So, but I wasn't really thinking about that line, engaging them into it. And I have this friend or friends, I should say, whenever they come to visit at that time, they will be telling me, "Oh, your son is so hyper. Have you gone to the pediatrician to talk about it?" And some of them they will always tell me, "I think your son has ADHD, so you need to look into it." And one of my friends, she would tell me, you don't really need to go to the regular medication. You can go for alternative medication. They have alternative medication for children, and that is, it kind of safe and all that. To me, I don't think both the alternative and the regular one, I don't think anyone is safe. So what I did was I engaged my children to what I really know best that works. So what I did was every day when my children come back from when they came back from school, and my son coming back from daycare, from school to daycare when he was little, and myself coming back from work, and my husband, we stay at home in the evening, and I will make their dinner and everything, and I will help my oldest child, my oldest daughter, gets her homework and everything. I would say everything, that's supposed to be done will be done by 7 o'clock. They finish eating dinner, doing homework and all that. Then I will allow them to watch television, at least from that 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock, because I don't want to deprive them that. I don't want them to feel like, they are not entitled to that. So I will allow them. Why I use that time, to take care of my own self, my own need, just rest a little bit. Then once it's 8 o'clock, my children, they knew that they have to turn off the television, because that is our family time. That is the time for us to talk to one another and relate to what happened in school. So, and we will ask them about their day one at a time, and they will tell me. Even my oldest daughter, she will tell me what happened. And even though I'm not really so particular about her, I am not really worried, but I will still ask her. Then I will ask her, okay, when such and such happened, or when your friend or your teacher did this, what did you do? And she would tell me. Then I would tell her, okay, oh, that's good. Or I can say, okay, if you don't like, I don't really like this, why don't you do it this way next time? Try to give them sense of direction, because you really need to tell the children what you want them to do. You don't really expect them to know it. So then for my son, who would not like to sit still at that time, I would just, kind of bring him closer and gently, be patting his back and asking, okay, tell me, baby, what happened today? What did you do at school? And he would be really, really glad to tell me. Then when he told me what happened, I said, then what did you do? And he would tell me. Sometimes he would tell me that I cried. I said, then why did you cry? You don't have to cry. Then I would tell him, when something like this happened, this is what you do. This is what you do. I would try to talk to him, tell him what I expect from him. Then after we deliberate and we talked about all these things, let's say we take 15 minutes. Then we will go into meditation. Most of the time, I put the meditation music at the background just to calm them down. So when we go into meditation, because by the way, I like my children to go to bed by 8:30 in the evening. 8:30 they go to bed, because I want them to have a full night's sleep, ready for the next day. So if we talk from 8 o'clock to 8:15, then the rest of the 15 minutes we use it for meditation. Before we go deep into the meditation, what I do is I would take about 3 to 4 minutes to, let them calm down and tell them to focus on their breath. Because meditation goes a long way. It helps you to calm your mind. It helps you to be focused. It brings down your well-being. It goes a long way in our lives. Previously, I used to think maybe it's just for adults, but no, when I started doing it with my children, I find out that it can really help both adults and children. So when my son will sit down there, and because of my hand patting his back, and the lights are dimmed down, and that music is playing just smoothly and calmly in the background, I am telling you, he is well calmed. And we will all be there and we close our eyes. And when they close their eyes, what I will be telling them is to focus their intention to how they want tomorrow to be. And I will let him know with a calm voice. When my voice is calm, I will tell him, when this happens, this is what you do. This is what you do. All the positive things that I want him to do or how I want his behavior to be, that is what I focus on at that particular time. I don't go to, okay, when this happened, why did this happen or whatever. No argument at that point of time, because I am setting his intention to what I want him to do. I am trying to change his subconscious mind to think about his behavior in a positive way. So all the things I'm going to say when he is closing his eyes is just all the positive things that I want him to do. So as I am saying it, this is what you do. It just like, I don't know, whatever you call it. Just, just to put that positive thought, the positive thought in his mind. And after saying and setting up the intention, how he wants tomorrow to be, how he is going to behave tomorrow. After all that, I will stop talking and I would tell him, and I would tell all my children, focus your attention to that. Visualize yourself as if you are in the classroom already. Just play out the behavior you want to see tomorrow. Play it out in your mind right now. While they are closing their eyes, they put their intention, because that is the key for your meditation. You must have intention of what you are doing. And now, for them, because of what I want to achieve, my intention for my son and his own intention is to change his behavior. The ones that are unacceptable, I want him to change it. So now our intention is focused on his behavior, how he can act right, do something right. So within the next, let's say 10 minutes, we focus our intention. And while I am still sitting down there with him, my hands are behind him, calming him down, and he sees that there are no other noise around, because sometimes noise can also distract people that are hyperactive. People that are hyperactive, a little noise can also set them off, can distract them. But because at this point of time, everyone is calm, the whole house is calm. It's only that meditation music that is coming up that he is hearing. I am telling you, he's really calm. So at that time, by the time you know it, he is taking the whole thing into his own being. And after that meditation, they will go to bed. And remember, there is something really powerful in our minds. What you visualize, the thought you have, maybe 5, 10 minutes before you fall asleep, that is how you change your behavior. If you want to change your behavior, the secret is to put your intention to how you want your your next behavior to be, which means switching the behavior you want. Think about it. Let's say 5, 10 minutes before you fall asleep. Because what you are doing is programming it into your subconscious mind. Now you are reprogramming your subconscious mind. And that is what we do for children like this. It's not really the pill. But if you can help your son or your daughter to reprogram their subconscious mind, you will see that there is going to be a really good change in their behavior. And the more you engage them in the meditation, they will start learning how to sit down still and how to pay attention. It's just a physical thing to do. It's just an easy thing to do. So sometimes when I see children telling me that they are taking pills, I need to take my pill because my mom say it helps me to calm down. I have nothing to say to the child, but within me, I don't like it. Why must you start at a young age, to give your son or your daughter that kind of pill. What about, let's say it's you. Would you want to take that pill for the rest of your life if you are in their own shoe? Because you will get tired of it, plus the side effects. Please don't subject your child into uh, that kind of activity, or that kind of what should I call it? Because it's not gonna help them. Do something natural. Reprogram their mind. There is power in meditation. Help them to sit still. You can do it. It's very easy. If you can do it, most of the time, you must know that most of the time, children, they don't even learn from what we are saying to them. They learn from what they see us do. As a mom, as a dad, as a parent, what you are doing is definitely what your child will do. It doesn't matter how many times you say, "Oh, don't do this, don't do that," but whatever you are doing, that is what they are learning. Sometimes they don't pay attention to what you say, but they pay attention to your own actions. So if you can take time, 10 minutes a day, 15 minutes a day, to calm your own self down, because the more you are doing it, you are helping that child and you are helping yourself at the same time. I'm telling you, it will go a long way. So please, ladies and gentlemen, and people out there, if you are listening, before you pop that pill, before you give that pill to your child, please pay attention to this video. See how it can help you. Because I'm telling you, to be honest, it has really, really helped my son. And today you can never believe it. And some of my friends, after like about 6 months or 1 year, we started doing all this when my son was small, because he's growing now. They will ask me, "Oh, what have you been doing?" You see, one of my friends, she said, "I told you to get that medication. Now, don't you see? Now you got it. Don't you see how he's behaving?" I said, "No, I didn't get any medication." And she was so surprised. She said, "Then what did you do? Why is he changed?" I said, "I did what I know best." And what did I know best? You guessed it. I know how to do my meditation. Even though I was thinking before it wasn't going to be something they need because they are young. But then my guardian, my spirit said, "Why don't you engage them?" And when I engaged my children, I saw a whole lot of people, a whole lot of person in my son. And my home become peaceful. So please, you can do the same too to help your child. All it takes is just 10 minutes, 15 minutes. If you can use 10 minutes or 15 minutes to help your child, why don't you do it? Instead of giving them that medication for the rest of their life. Okay, that's all I have for today. Please let me know if you have any question, or if you want me to say more about this issue, because it really hurt my feelings to see all these children go, um, with this kind of situation in their hand, drinking all these pills. I am so sorry if I'm hurting anybody, but I don't have the intention to hurt anybody. But I just say this is what I did that helped me. If you want to take it, I believe it will also help you. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope to see you guys again. Please don't forget to comment or give me a thumbs up. Or you can also subscribe to my channel, because I always like to talk about things like this, just to help people, to encourage people who are willing to listen. Thank you again, and let me know what you think. Tell me if it's working for you or if it's not. If you need anything that you think I can also talk about more to help you, I am more than willing to do something about it. I mean, to talk about it. Okay, like I said, you can hit that button and subscribe to my channel, and let me know if you like this video. Bye, and don't forget to make one person smile, and let there be love. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.